Jackets win 5-4 over the Detroit Red Wings. The Jackets played another one of those games where it wasn't pretty. It was actually a nail-biter there till the end, but they figured a way to power through it. They managed to hold on as much as they wanted to lose this game. Corpy was not allowing it to happen, and the Jackets were able to take the 2 points and move on. Corpy made some huge saves in this game, and the 4 goals he let in, I really don't put it that much on him. Yeah, he let them in, but they were just bad breakdowns by the Jackets that he shouldn't be forced to be put in this situation where he has to make these saves all the time. So would it have been nice to get a save from Corpy so the Jackets didn't play another 1-goal game? Yeah, but I don't put it on Corpy. I put it on more on the guys in front of him. They got to play a little bit smarter in front of him and help him out some. Some news before the game, the Jackets have hired Paul McLean to be their power play coach. It's power play penalty kill special assistant, but the power play coach. And I kind of feel bad for Brad Larson. I don't put all of the blame on him, but he's the guy that's getting it, and it's kind of well-deserved, because last year Torch switched Larson and Shaw, where Shaw coached the forwards and Larson coached the defense. Defense sucked, they couldn't stop anything, the forwards could score whatever they wanted. And then Torch switched them back, and the defense became amazing, and the forwards couldn't pit a puck past a beach ball. It was just frustrating to watch, and you're like, okay, that might be on Larson. Power play sucks for a while, bringing Martin St-Louis. Power play's awesome. Martin St-Louis goes, I want to be with my kids more. Okay, cool. Power play, odd nosedive. And now they're having to bring in a second coach. So I'm like, I get towards sticking up for Larson. I feel bad for Larson. But the Jackets have now had to bring in 2 coaches. It's clearly Larson. Foligno is back from serving his 3-game suspension. Robinson's played really well in the past 3 games. Milano's played really well in his past 3 games. Benjamin played really well in his past 3 games. You can't take those 3 guys out. Those will be the main 3 guys that will be coming out. And so Riley Nash ends up being the non-obvious choice of the guy that comes out for Foligno to go in. He took Nash's spot. They had Texley listed as the center, but I saw Foligno taking a couple of face-offs, and I saw Axon take some. I didn't really notice Texley at center, but he won 5 of his 8 draws, so apparently he was doing something correct. He won all 4 of them that he took in the neutral zone, so that's good. And that line, I still don't, there's something wrong with that line. I don't know what it is, but the other 3 lines are working, so you can't really break up that line. Starting off the first period, Jackets come out, they're attacking Detroit. And this is actually the first time this year the Jackets are playing a team that isn't currently in a playoff position. A team that is supposed to be bad, that is actively tanking. So the Jackets should have an easier time with this one. And they come out, they clearly look like the better team. They're attacking about 5 minutes in. The Texley, Foligno, Axon line, they're in the offensive zone, moving the puck around really well. Seth Jones jumps up in the play. He takes the puck, he goes around the net, and he throws it to the front of the net where Texley and Foligno are standing. Axon's kind of on the back door. It's a scramble. Everybody's swatting at it. Texley takes a shot. Howard makes a save. It comes right back to him. Texley puts the backhand past Howard. Jackets lead 1-0. Texley's 3rd goal of the year. And that's the type of style that the Jackets have to play, is stand in the center of the crease and just get pucks and just bat him at the goalie. They don't have Ovechkin who's going to stand in the same spot and blast puck after puck after puck past goalie. They've had trouble scoring a lot lately. Last game they got the 5 goals. They need to be more of the nitty-gritty, simple hockey, and then figure it out from there. Then you go to your fancy stuff. Don't start at fancy. Start simple and build up the confidence. Jackets and the Red Wings play for a little bit, back and forth, and about 12 minutes in, Red Wings come up the ice to enter the zone. The forwards for the Red Wings push everybody back. They send the puck back to the point-ish area to Bertuzzi, and Bertuzzi collects the puck and just stands there. Nobody challenges him. Bertuzzi waits until Larkin gets to the front of the net. Larkin's tied up with Seth Jones, and Bertuzzi has probably 3 seconds, maybe 2. I don't know how long he stood there. It seemed like a while. And he finally decides, all right, now I'm going to take the shot. He takes a shot. It beats Corpy, and the Red Wings tie it at 1. What's Corpy supposed to do on this one? The Jackets let him stand in the zone all by himself with the puck. Nobody challenged him. So, of course, he's an NHL player. You give anybody that much time, they're going to score a goal. Especially with the screen being provided by Seth Jones and Dylan Larkin. Okay, yeah, that's on Corpy. You want to make the save, but Can somebody challenge Bertuzzi to make sure he doesn't get the shot away or force him to take a bad shot so Corpy can get the save? But for the rest of the first period, Corpy made a few more saves, Howard made some saves, and we end the first period tied at 1. Come out for the second period, more of the same. The Jackets just hard working, just going at it, trying everything they can at the Red Wings, playing some time in the offensive zone. Foligno ends up getting a nice stick, so they get a power play. Hey, that's nice to see. And their power play's moving around really well. Wimbrick has the puck on the wall. His numbers are showing. And Bowie comes in and just hits him from behind. And the ref goes, boom, boarding. What are you doing? So the Jackets now have a 5-on-3. Great. Jackets win the faceoff. They get set up. And they're just passing it. Why? You have a 5-on-3. You throw out Seth Jones and Zach Werenski. Okay, they're offensive defensemen. Fine. But you have them playing their correct sides. The point of a power play is you want pucks at the net, so you got to take them and switch them so the way the shots are coming from the middle, they can make it look like they're at a different angle and still pit pucks past the goalie. That's why Ovechkin, the right-handed shot, plays on the left side. Take the two of them, switch them, and then they can unload pucks all day. They were like that in the Montreal game when they were in overtime and had the power play. Did not work out. They switched in the overtime against St. Louis. Zach scored. Ta-da! Switch them. That's what every team does on the power play. Is the defense plays their offhand. But as they're moving the puck around, Cam is on the back door. Zach has the puck. He takes a step over, pulls the Detroit defender with him a little bit, slides the puck back over to Seth Jones. Jones now has a lane down to Atkinson. He gets it to Atkinson. Atkinson kind of bubbles it, but he's able to collect it enough that he can turn and pits in the back of the net. Cam Atkinson finally scores a goal. His 4th one of the year. Jackets lead 2-1. It's been a while, and he only scored on the power play and in overtime. He has not scored a 5-on-5 goal yet this year, which hopefully this power play goal can get him going. Even though it's 5-on-3, he didn't have to do a lot of work on it. Maybe this can build a little bit of confidence, and Cam can become Cam again. Jackets keep up the pressure. They're doing really well. The Red Wings end up getting their own 5-on-3 off of 2 calls that blow my mind. One where Seth Jones got a slashing penalty. I was like, yes, that is a slashing penalty. He deserves to go to the box. However, are we going to talk about the fact that Bertuzzo kneed Corpy in the head taking his helmet off? No, that's allowed. Okay, cool. They get a power play. And while the Red Wings are on the power play, Nyquist is out there killing. And he's doing a good job. The Jackets just keep getting out of the zone. Larkin's carrying up the ice. He tries to cut in front of Nyquist, and their skates hit, and Larkin goes down, and the ref goes, boom, trippy. I'm like, he didn't trip him. Their skates hit. Fine, whatever. You've missed about 1,000 of Detroit slashes where they knocked the 6 out of the hand. Cool. Give them the 5-on-3. And the Jackets did a good job. They did not allow a single shot on that 5-on-3. But I think somehow out of that, Detroit got momentum, and they started applying some pressure, and they started to look better, and the Jackets looked a lot shaky. Coming in the period, about 4 minutes left, Detroit's in the offensive zone, and the Jackets start to break it up, but Detroit breaks it up as the Jackets get out of the zone, and they come back the other way. Fabry gets over to Roenick. Roenick starts to go down the wall. He's trying to get it back to Fabry, but he doesn't have a lane because the Jackets are doing a good job taking away the passing lane. So he tries to get over, force it through. It hits Seth Jones in the skate and redirects in the back of the net. Red Wings tie it up 2-2. The hockey gods give Benstrom a bounce off Carey Price, and they take it away by giving a bounce off of Seth Jones. And that's another goal where I'm like, what do you expect Corpy to do? He's not expecting it to hit his defenseman and go in the net. But there's another goal where I don't blame Corpy on it. Yeah, he gave up the goal, but I don't blame him. But that's okay. The Jackets will get it back. They go in the offensive zone after that goal, and they're buzzing around, and as they're about to pass it out front to Anderson, Anderson just gets completely dumped. It wasn't even close to being a battle. The Detroit player came in and just threw him on the ice, and the ref's like, yeah, that's interference. You're going to the box. I'm like, perfect. They give up a bad goal. This is where they're going to get it back. Columbus wins the faceoff. Perfect. You get it to Zach. Zach gets it down to Borkstrand, and they start to set up, and Borkstrand tries to go back to Zach. Not the smartest move, but okay. Gets picked off. Zach tries to break that up. Franz Nielsen gets over to Luke Glendening, who's taken off out of the zone, and now he has a breakaway because Zach overcommitted to the wrong dude. Glendening goes down. Zach does a good job. He tries to catch him, but he just can't get there. And Glendening is able to put a backhand past Corpy, taking a 3-2 lead. And the Jackets now have given up 5 shorthanded goals on the year. That is a league-leading 5 shorthanded goals on the year. The teams that are on number 4 are not good teams. Out of all of the goals, this is the goal that I put the most on Corpy. But even that much, I'm like, okay, there's a power play. Why is Borgstrand going to Zach? Why is Zach going to that one guy? And why is Zach giving up a breakaway to the Detroit Red Wings on a power play? Simple defensive breakdowns. Corpy probably should have stopped this puck, but it should have never got anywhere near Corpy. So we're paying this one half on Corpy. So far, out of 3 goals given up by Corpy, half of 1 goal has been his fault. Jackets are able to get out of the second period down 3-2. We should just cancel second periods. This should just be done. Give the other team 2 goals, whoever they want, just get 2 goals, skip the second period, go straight to the third. Because the Jackets, for whatever reason, can't play a full 20 minutes. They can barely even get 10 out of a second period. I think they were able to get 12 out of this one because Detroit's not good. Come out for the third period, the Jackets from the first period shut up again. And they're moving the puck around really well. Their passes are good. They're getting shots at Howard. They're having good shots at Howard. Borgstrand gets a partial breakaway. He uses speed, blows past a couple of defenders, and he just can't pull off the final move to beat Howard. So close, but the Jackets are getting their chances. About 8 minutes into the period, Jackets end up getting a power play. First unit really can't get too much done, but as the second unit is carrying the puck up the ice, he already has the puck. He enters the zone, slides over to Nyquist, heads toward the net, separates some of the defenders out. Nyquist takes a shot. Howard makes the save. Borgstrand's kind of at the top of the circle. It comes straight to him. Borgstrand just steps into it, unloads a slap shot, beats Howard. Jackets tied at 3. Borgstrand's 5th goal of the year. That's what you like to see from the power play, getting it done. First unit didn't do a lot. Second unit was able to come through. And with Nyquist picking up an assist on this goal, he has now got a point against every NHL team. Detroit was his last one because that's the team he's with for the longest, so he never had a point against them. Now it does. After that goal, the Jackets once again attacked the Red Wings. They're in the offensive zone. They're moving the puck around. They're creating chances. Passes are good passes. The Nyquist, Jenner, Borgstrand line gets out there again. People are moving around. Puck works his way to the point to Borgstrand. Borgstrand holds and waits. Nobody really challenges him because the Detroit players lost his stick, so he can't really go after Borgstrand. Borgstrand has some space. Jenner slides down the wall. He gets to about the goal line. Borgstrand goes, now I'm going to give it to you. He gets over to Jenner. Jenner catches it, pits it past Howard in the littlest bit of area, and the Jackets have a 4-3 lead. 63 seconds after the Borgstrand goal. I also forgot to mention earlier, I just realized this. The 2 Detroit goals, the one that was offset Jones and then the one that was shorthanded, those 2 goals were 44 seconds apart. So Detroit got 2 quick goals, but the Jackets came back with 2 quick goals of their own in the third period. Jackets keep attacking Howard, doing all that good stuff, and a little over halfway through the period, there's a face-off in the Jackets zone. Well, just before they drop the puck, Seth Jones goes, my skate lace is broken. I need to get that fixed. So he goes off the ice. Savard comes on for him. And I don't know what this little delay caused in Eric Robinson, but he was ready to go. Wimberg wins the face-off, and as soon as Wimberg wins it and Robinson sees that Wimberg wins it, he goes. He just takes off up the ice to the far wall where he's supposed to be the weak side wing. Zach gets it and runs around the boards like he's supposed to do. And it goes right in front of Robinson. Robinson is moving like he got out of a cannon, just a blur by the benches. He picks it up. Robinson uses speed. The linesman's kind of in the way, so Robinson goes on one side of him, and he uses the linesman to separate himself from the defender. And I think that little move gave him just enough space to get even further ahead, more of a breakaway. He comes down. He beats Howard 5-hole. Jackets lead 5-3. Eric Robinson's 3rd goal of the year and 3rd in his 4 games this year. Don't know where this kid came from, but he clearly does not want to go back to Cleveland. Jackets now have a little bit of a cushion. They're playing a little more freely. They keep hitting some shots on Howard, but Detroit's coming back. They're trying to get a goal and tie it up. They end up pulling Howard. The Jackets go for a chance, but it doesn't really work out. And the Red Wings are in the offensive zone. Larkin wins the faceoff to Athanasiou. Athanasiou gets it to the point to Cholowski. Cholowski takes the shot as everybody's getting set up into positions. Bertuzzi's into the front of the net. He's maybe a foot off of the crease of Corpy. This shot is clearly going high. Corpy's preparing for a high shot. Bertuzzi's able to get a stick on it. He tips it down. It goes down and beats Corpy. Below the crossbar, below the shoulders. It's a good goal. But who was in front of Bertuzzi? Zach Werenski. Bertuzzi was Zach's guy. He should have picked him up. Done something to take away Bertuzzi so Corpy can stop this shot. But that was a great tip by Bertuzzi. The ability to keep it below his shoulders and get the tip. But just to be able to bat it down from that high up to change it a sharp direction down to beat Corpy. Great tip by him. Not much Corpy can do on this one. I really don't put anything on him on this one. So now we're at 4 goals. We're still at half of 1 goal. Is Corpy's fault. The Jackets would go for a couple empty net opportunities. They just went wide every time. Kept getting icings. I'm like, can you stop doing that? Get the red line and put it in the empty net. But it wouldn't matter. The Jackets would hang on and get the 5-4 win. The power play was able to get a couple of goals. Penalty kill looked strong. Shut down Detroit's power play. And just a few defensive breakdowns. Even though Detroit is not a good team, the defensive breakdowns were so bad that Detroit capitalized on them and almost cost the Jackets game. It was another 1-point game. All but one of their wins this year have come from a 1-point game. Although the Dallas one, they scored with like 10 seconds left. I really don't count that as a 1-goal game, but it's a 1-goal game. They need to figure out a way, when you get the cushion of a lead of 2 or 3 goals, to keep the through cushion of 2 or 3 goals and not allow teams back into it and think they have chances. But that'll be it for this one. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. And until next time, when the Jackets play the Winnipeg Jets, I will see you later.